This is the Artist Sound Live. We do this every Thursday. I am KJ. I am the host. I'm also a music composer of K Sound Inc. All right. And I came up with this idea of sharing my ideas and techniques and things I've learned throughout the years with you guys. You may be a producer, you may be an artist, you may be someone who's just interested in learning more about music production and how we do it. So most of the times these videos are lengthy. So just letting you guys know before you continue watching. Every once in a while, I'll touch in on a subject regarding an overview of something new, a new product, a new plugin, or something like that. I am a heavy user of Logic Pro. All right. I love Logic Pro X. I use that. That's religious to me. I also love Native Instruments. Everything that they do. Everything that they do. So oftentimes on my channel, you will see either or on my channel. Help, like, once again, I love helping people. So that's just what I do. So today's topic happens to be about a new plugin that released, and it was actually free, and I'm not really sure if it's available anymore. All right. By the time you guys looking at this video, it probably won't be free, but it was a gift that they gave out for the holidays for 2014. All right. Again, I'm not sure if it's available. It may be on sale. It may be another one of their product on a product line or something on their website. Not really sure how that goes, but I'm going to test out this new plugin by Native Instruments called Replika. All right, this Replika is basically a delay. It's a delay plugin. There's many plugins. There's many delays, but this one right here, I was playing with this the other day, and I just thought, let me test this out live. Let's do something with this. So I'm inside of Logic Pro X, and I'm going to grab my headphones just so I can kind of hear what's going on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to program something and play around with some sounds, instruments, whatever. Kind of do something here. While I'm preparing for that, I like you guys to visit the website sometimes. I got cool things on the website, www.ksound.com. I have a 12 Beats Before Christmas series for the 2014. I'm looking to keep that more of a traditional type thing. So I'm looking forward of doing that every year. Obviously, it won't be the same way that I did the very first one, 2014. It'll be a little bit different for the year 2015, and then 2016, probably something different. I'm not really sure. It may not be actually 12 beats before Christmas. It might just be something else. But, I think I want to do something regarding giving away stuff all the time during that time. So, it's something new for me, something new for us. And, money is not everything to me. I do understand. So, that's why I do these videos. That's why majority of my channel is videos of me just showing knowledge, and I'm not charging anyone for anything. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I have something else new that I would like to share, but I can't. I probably will wait to the beginning of the year to share that with you guys. All right, so I'm gonna pick. What is this? I'm trying to pick something so I can exaggerate, or so you guys can hear better what I'm doing. This is an ESM plugin, and I'll show you guys what I'm looking at on my screen in just a second. I'm just trying to um I think I can show you guys with that. And I'll just go through some stuff. I'll probably end up building a track just so you guys can like see the process. Um, these are Q&A sessions, questions and answers. So if you guys have any questions, I am more than willing to answer those questions live. I had some people that had troubles with logging in last time, and I'm not really sure how to troubleshoot that since I'm not the person on the other end that's doing it. I need to probably, but every time I do it, it works. So I'm not really sure what you guys are experiencing. But pretty much there's a link more off to the left side of the video. If you are looking at these videos on YouTube, there's a link that leads you right into the Q&A, and it will allow you to type in the question, and I should see the question and answer it live on air. Some people ask me questions inside of the event page, which I don't have a problem. The only thing though is when you guys do that, I don't see the questions until after I'm offline, and I'm like, man, I wish I would have seen that. That would have been a great question to answer live on the show with my other viewers, because I'm sure that that's a concern that a lot of people would have, you know. So I'm going to pull up my page here. I'm going to pull up the event just so I can see if you guys are typing in questions and things. Okay, I got my page open. All right. So let me switch my screen and we're gonna get to work. I'm gonna show you guys some things. Show you something right quick. All right, so I have this ESM. All right, so I got that going, and we're gonna pull up this wonderful plugin. Where is it? There we go. In my face. This is a mono track, so I have to go mono to stereo. All right, that wasn't me hitting it multiple times. I just hit it one time. So by default, there's and look, there's like a nice amount of presets here that you can choose between. Nice ambient sound. Now, I'm not sure if you guys heard that, but what it's doing is going in and out of my left and right ear. So right, left, right, left. So it's kind of going in and out. All right. So that one was just the boys. This one kind of the the frequency gets lighter. It's like a low cut filter as it continues to repeat. So that's what that does. Pretty cool. That's dope. Yep. Just getting several ideas. Yep. So I'm gonna create something. I know that was kind of blah to you guys, like like you showing this like this nice handful amount of about 30, no 15, about 15, 16 more presets that I didn't go through. And not only that, it's 31 presets, but you know what you want to hear. I was playing with this the other day on a track that I was working on, and I was able to switch some things around, and like I think I switched to the vintage digital and just turned down the mix down some, and I think I played with this here, and the sound that I got was pretty awesome, and it kind of it brightened up the track. You know, it brought out. It was a lead sound I was working on, so it kind of brought out something. So so I'm gonna just create something really simple using Logic stock sound. I actually remember when I started creating stuff like music on these shows, and I kind of drift away from it, focusing on other things. Let's see, let's find something. Okay, I guess we're playing the waiting game. Let's bring my tempo up to 90. Not trying to be great right now. Let's quantize this here. 2, 3, 4. We'll bring in another instrument. What will it be? Um, something like that. So now, just by paying attention to what I got here in front of me, I've noticed that this is a track stack, right? And the snare, I think, will actually be pretty cool if I add a delay on it. But what kind of delay? It will be the Replika by Native Instruments. All right. So, say for instance, we add this on here. Let's see what it sounds like by default. That's dope, right? But it's too much, so I can just turn the mix down. That's dope like that. I was actually going to just play around with some of the presets. I actually like that. And it's a dotted 8. So if I made it a straight 8, if I go back this way. Okay, it's not a dotted 8. I thought that dot after it was a... Oh, never mind. It says it right here in my face. So I was right the first time. So, okay, so I switch between these arrows to get... Now that's dope. Now I'm teaching myself something for you guys. You can change the resolution type. I guess that's what you could call it. Triplets dotted. Let's see what this does. Oh, that's cool. Did you guys see that? As I move this, it's like it just... It's like a smooth transition. The effects is dope on here. I can definitely hear the phaser. I could probably exaggerate this a little bit more if I was playing actual notes. Put it high pass filter on it, low pass. Cool, cool. This is cool stuff. You control. Wow, that's pretty cool. To have that parameter at reach, you can control the input, gain of the actual channel in a sense, which is cool. And then you can control the out. It's almost the same thing as the in. The vintage gives that that dull sound, diffusion. That's a pretty cool effect in the background. Just turn it down some. Yeah, it's pretty cool. This is another way to get to the presets here. Just click like that. I don't know why it seems like it's way more this way. Then you got your A and B. You can go A, and your B will be, you know, just messing with some other stuff. Say I have a hard time picking between both of them, because I like that too. And let's go back to the first one. The first one was a dry effect. This one gave me a little bit of diffusion in it, a little wet, you know. And this is pretty much how all of the plugins, well, most plugins you have gives you the option to A and B. All right. You know, some people looked at that and had no clue what that was. Now you know. And then obviously you can save the preset, copy B to A. Say you want another, you want to play around some more, you can actually copy B to A and make this right here the A, you know, the A version, and go and, you know, back to B and do something else or whatever, you know. Then they have other options here. You can visit their site. You can open the manual just in case you need that. Pretty cool stuff. Now let's see if I was to quantize that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And as the preset changes, as you can see, this one is different from this one here. So this one has a stereo ruler. So now I have saturation here, low cut and high cut. Over here, it just gave me the amount. All right, and I believe this is really according to the delay mode. So if I change the delay mode, yeah, quantity, low cut, yeah. Play with saturation here. Yeah. Turn the mix down some. Guys, this is really awesome. And I'm just playing around. I'm not doing anything. Like I'm just something really simple that I just to show you guys something. I actually like what I'm doing. That's odd. I don't usually like what I do. It's usually just the purpose of showing you guys. But I actually really like this. This is pretty cool. So basically, Replika is just another tool to be creative. Pretty much, that's what I'm getting from it. It's another tool. It's not just a delay to give you delay, but you can actually create and get more ideas by using this plugin. I love it. It's dope. I hope you guys see what I did and kind of enjoy. If it's still free, you guys need to visit the Native Instruments site. Make sure you download a copy, or if you download a copy and never had a chance to play with it, I'm showing you guys that you need to actually download it and put the serial number in and all that good stuff, and get it set up. I got something in from Jose Torres. Hope I said your name right. He says, "What's up, K? I made it." Absolutely, you did make it. You did make it. That's what's up. I appreciate that. If you got any more questions, let me know. We're just talking about the new delay plugin that Native Instruments released. It's called Replika, and I just built a simple 2-bar loop, and I put a delay on the snare or the little sticking sound, and also a delay on the bass sound that you hear. And it sounds great. So what I mean by creativity, like it just goes into a whole nother lane. When we're talking about creativity, let me deactivate I'm gonna deactivate the snare, and I'm gonna deactivate the bass. This is what it sounds like without the Replika delay. It's just dry, straight to the point. There's no movement. It's just okay. If you're looking for something to kind of spruce up what you're doing, give that extra, and it seems like it syncs to the tempo of what you're doing, and it looks cool. It's a pretty cool delay plugin. It's sexy. It's modern. It looks pretty dope. Like, this is something that I would love to have on a rack. Inside, if I was to build a rack of hardware, this would be something to kind of add. Because when you have a studio, it's really not all about what you have. A lot of times, actually, it is, but like sometimes you want your stuff to look nice as well. You know what I mean? It's like a certain look you're going for. You don't, some of the ugliest gears is what make the sound hot. You know what I mean? But but in today's studio, you don't need a lot of stuff anymore. All you need is a decent computer and enough memory to house whatever you're doing. Make sure you have enough memory on your computer and a decent hard drive that's gonna support all your ideas, for storage purposes or whatnot. And that's really it. And whatever else you need, a MIDI keyboard, monitors if you want, all this other extra stuff, Machine Studio, gonna need an interface, just those are minimum stuff you need. Like you don't need this big old console. You don't need it, you know what I mean? But if that's your desire, then by all means, you know what I mean? If that's what you're going for as far as style, then if you got enough space, absolutely. But for a small space, yeah. And this right here, my space right here, this is actually temporary still. I've been doing a lot of videos and things from this little spot right here, but this is all I need right now to do what I need to. I've got a lot of work in this small little area. I don't need a big room for, a big board or whatever. So now I'm gonna reactivate the replica because I know y'all got enough of the dry sound. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. That's what's up. That is what's up. All right, all right. So I hope that you guys were able to get from this really was really a overview for the replica. If you guys have any questions, I don't mind answering them right quick before I log off. But if there are no questions, then I'll be logging off pretty soon. Um, just a couple of things I want to say to you guys before I log off. I definitely want to say thank you guys for the support for as long as I've been doing this. This is the 54th Art of Sound live show that I've been doing. I've decided to go live on a Wednesday because Thursday is a Christmas show. But when the new year kick in, 2015, I will continue doing these shows. Absolutely. I will continue to have information for you guys. The different questions I get throughout the week. Nothing will really change. We just want to enhance, what we're doing. And as long as companies out here are doing new things like Native Instruments, as long as they throwing out new stuff, new software, new updates, new plugins and sounds, I will be here to let you guys know what's going on, what's on the market, and periodically I will try to share my work with you guys, different things that I may be doing. I'm always doing tutorials. It's something I've been trying to get into a little bit more lately. Um, Different things, because those questions I get is like it's massive right now, so I need to go ahead and just lock in some tutorials for you guys. And I have another question from Jose. He says, is your room treated? How important do you think treating a room is? That's a great question. That's a great question. I'm glad you asked that question. Treating your room. My room right now, particularly, is not treated. I'm just in I took over the dining room area of my home. I used to have a spot in the basement area of my home, and it was carpeted. The ceilings was rather low, so there wasn't, acoustically, there wasn't much space for anything to go. So the ceiling was low. Um, I wasn't really treated there either. The absorbance of the carpet is what kind of did the trick for me in a sense. I definitely say um, your room being acoustically treated correctly definitely make a difference in your recording, your audio recording, as well as mixed playback. Definitely. However, it's not that it's not that important when you first started that. Put it like that. That's something you gradually move to once you done enough things and you accumulate the proceeds that you make from doing your music and put towards it, because acoustic treatment can get pricey. There are a couple of websites you can go to get them cheap, but you still don't know what to do with it. You still don't know the proper way of installing, because you don't know. But for those experts, obviously they know how to make, that's another option. You can also make acoustic treatment from home products. Get you some wood, some wood glue, some nails, pliers, a drill, you know what I'm saying, and go to work. There's plenty of YouTube videos online with techniques as to how to do some of that stuff. Absolutely. But I'll say the most important thing when because it's really all about what you hear. I'll say, currently, if you don't have the budget to afford acoustic treatment, then what you need to do is train your ears in the space that you have. I have a set of speakers made by JBLs, and they have this technology on it where it provides you with this. I'm not really sure what you call this, but it's like a little mic. It's really what it is, and it the technology that comes with it. It allows the speakers that are set up, and it's got a switch on the back. You set them correctly, if it's left or right. Um, and through this application that comes with the speakers, it allows for the wherever you supposed to be sitting, and you put this wherever, you kind of like your mouth is on a mic stand, and just put it in the area where you'll be sitting, and it's supposed to adjust the sound, to according to the area that you'll be sitting in, to give you that correct bass response or the correct frequency response. The goal is to make the speakers as flat as possible. What I mean by that is you don't want too much bass. You don't want not enough bass. You don't want too much highs. Everything needs to be flat, like zero down the line. Everything giving you a true response, a true representation of each EQ band. So what I've done over the years was I'll listen to music in my space, professional music, and then go back to what I'm doing, and that kind of helped me. You know what I mean? Never really mixed with headphones on, but I use it as a reference. I hope I answered your question. All right. Another question from Jose. I appreciate it, man. You make it seem like a lot of people came out. He says, in your opinion, is software just as good as hardware? That's also a great question. Uh, Give me a second. Okay. Um, I'll say yes. I'll say yes. Now, there are people who has different opinions. I will say yes, and I will probably say um, it would kind of be like this. It will be a yes or no. I grew up on hardware equipment. I didn't get into the computer world until um, I want to say 2000, 2000 something. I don't even remember. But I always didn't have the computer to do music on. I had I had an MPC 2000, MPC 2000 XL, and I had access to the MPC 3000, all hardware stuff. I had a Triton keyboard. I just got rid of that, but you'll see that on some of my videos. This is a 61 key silver keyboard that I had in my studio, and I used to do all of my sequencing on there, all of my tracks, and the limitations on there, it was on the 16 channels on there. But before then, before I got all that stuff, I was going to a studio. I was one of the producers at the studio um, in um, in a place in Illinois somewhere, and there was a 48 channel analog mix board. There was a rack mount. I mean, there was mounts, rack mounts of um, different modulators and um, EQs and compressors and things like that. It was all mounted in the rack mount, and everything was rerouted to a patch bay onto the board. And in order, when I got into computers, I was still at that studio doing stuff on the computer. I was still exporting, or what they say, the term was dumping. We usually would dump out the sound to the mix board. It was an ADAC. We was running ADAC. That was the tape machine that we was running, recording everything on. And the sound that came out of there, it was fat. I'm talking about it's like this warm, fat sound. Like it's one thing to create your stuff. Like this will, computer music would be the digital way of doing things. But when you can get your stuff on that tape sound, get that, it was like, man, it's like it was warm. It was like a fat mix. And what I mean by fat, it was like it felt good. You know what I'm saying? Like it really felt good to the soul. Like when you try to get the punch, like the kicks punching and the snare punching, um, getting that vocals right. I'm talking about like the hardware stuff is what gets it there. You know what I mean? That would be the benefit of doing it that way. However, and this is why I say it's a yes or no or a, uh more like a balance type thing because computer music now has a way to what's the word I'm looking for? It it replicates. That's not the word I'm looking for either, but it basically you can get your sound uh to emulate. That's probably more closer to what I'm looking for. Emulate the sound as if you was to go and record using analog gear. So um one of my favorite plugins is the tape plugin by Kramer. It's by Waves. I use that on almost all of my mix. When I mix down anything, I use that tape plugin to it's like it's something about that tape sound, that warm sound. So, but the ability to do that in the most digital way is pretty dope because if you're doing things, the hardware to me, in my opinion, it sounds better, and your mix and everything will come out sounding better, but it's more work. It's probably a little bit more money to do it that way because it's not as convenient and it takes up more space. With a setup like this, you do what you do, mix it down, and there's a export to MP3, bam, and you can email it to someone as within the click of a button. The hardware way, you have to dump everything in, all right, mix everything down. Then you probably got when you finish doing it, you got to go through something else to get it to a file to bounce. You got to get it. You actually have to bounce it over to the digital file to get it. You know what I mean? In order for you to upload to work anywhere, things like that. So it's more time consuming. But the sound quality. So yeah, I mean, I hope I answered that question. Okay. All right. Jose says, are you planning on building a hardware rack? No, I am not. I had a lot of hardware that I actually tried getting rid of. As a matter of fact, I've already gave away most of the stuff that I was going to get rid of. Some stuff you just have to have. Like in my setup, I have my you can't see it, but I have a Safari Pro 40, which is an 8 mic pre. This is a rack mount piece right here, and this is uh 8 mic pre's, which allows me to record 8 mics at the same time. I bought it so I can record drums. I also use it to record vocals. I use it to record choirs if I have to. I use it to also record groups. Sometimes I'll be running maybe 3 or 4 mics, just depending. I did a horn session with it where I had maybe 4 mics plugged up. So just the ability of doing multiple mics at the same time. This thing is awesome. I have a big knob here, which is useful for me because I have several monitors that I go through out of. These are my main monitors, and I only have these monitors right here in your view because Like I say, this is just only temporary, but I usually have 3 sets of monitors, and the big knob allow me to switch between all 3 sets. I also have a subwoofer connected, so I can get that, that club sound. If I'm doing a club joint, I need to hear and feel that bottom. You know what I'm saying? And or when I'm listening to music, period, I need to feel that bottom. So I have that. That's just one of those things that I have. Um, I have this Impulse 61 key here. It's wonderful. I wanted to something I could put on the desk in front of me and just look at the screen and keep working, or whatever. So my other keyboard, the Triton, was just too big and it was really heavy, and it kind of blocked my screen. I couldn't really see much, so I had to kind of upgrade and get one of these. Plus, it don't really take up much power. The other one, it's a full sequencer. All this is a MIDI keyboard. It don't do anything but that. And then hit this here. Gotta have this. So this is pretty much all of the hardware stuff. Need a mic. I have several mics that I use depending on the vocal, the style of music, obviously. Um, I still have my record player. Still have that. You can never get rid of that. Never. I have that in all my records. I go through some of that stuff for inspiration. Gotta visit the old days, and you know what I mean. You gotta replenish yourself with that stuff because yeah. So I'm trying to think of what else do I have. I have a full acoustic drum set. So once I get situated in the new studio, I would need some nice amount of room to be able to maneuver around that stuff. But I mean, for you guys that's not doing all of that, you don't need nothing but a computer, MIDI keyboard. I've seen a lot of guys that hang out with the 25 key. One of these bad boys. Some people complain about the size, so a lot of them got the micros or the original MK1 version. Um, I have my hard drive. I have several hard drives that I use. And I'm working on my 5th drive. My other hard drives I have around the house for several purposes or whatever, but they all music on them. And that's really the main. You don't need a lot of stuff. Um, see, this is another question. I've seen a lot of questions on there, and I guess I answered. Maybe I should have just kind of ran through some of that stuff to see. Um, Here's the other question. This appears to be the last one. Jose also said, I just downloaded Waves Kramer MXP master tape. Is that the one? MXP. I believe so. And I'm gonna just check right quick. But yeah, let's see. Kramer tape. It's called a Kramer tape. Kramer tape. It's probably hear a difference in my voice because I just put it on something. But it doesn't say MXP on it though. It just say Kramer tape. Um, it's a master tape. So if it let's see if I can find what you're talking about. Um, yeah, you probably have. Let's see. I can show you my screen right quick. Right quick, I can show you right quick. This is what we're talking about here. I may have the older stuff because I did not upgrade um nothing. This is what we're talking about. This is the Kramer tape that I use, and there's a lot of presets in here, but I usually would go for something down here, like between the clean and open and the big and open for mastering. I sometimes use the I don't know, use the drum kit. On the drums, I still like using one of these here. Sometimes I'll do something for the drums to get the drums to sound, give me that sound that I'm looking for. that fat, that fat juicy, and it's like it's like a pop. It brightens the sound. It gives you that, like it just clear up stuff for you. It's like, wow, like once you pop that on, you can hear a major improvement in your sound, and it's like, oh my God, is that type of feeling. So yeah, I'm not really sure if that's the same one you have. Let's see. Me and you, Jose, we want to talk offline. I don't want this video to be long. All right, so this is the last one. Jose, if you got any more questions, we would need to definitely link up outside this video. Uh, I have a 61 key old school MIDI Casio keyboard. Works well. Machine 2, of course. Focusrite 2i2. And KRK Rocket 8. Would you consider that a decent setup? Absolutely. Absolutely. Your 61 key Casio, as long as you can plug it in and control MIDI on your computer that way, it doesn't really matter what type of keyboard you have. As long as it feel good to you and all of the keys work, that works for me. Machine 2, of course. Okay. When you say machine 2, okay, so you have the Mark 2, the one with that they introduced the colors to. That was the first one that they put colors on. Yeah, that works well. That's awesome. The Focusrite 2i2, which is a 2 mic pre. Absolutely. First of all, Focusrite is dope to me as far as the quality. The quality that comes out of Focusrite stuff is awesome. So whether you have a 1 mic pre, 2 mic pre, 4 mic pre, if you're not doing a lot with, I mean, I don't see a reason why you should have what I have, because that's not what you're doing. So yeah, decent. It's decent. Yeah. And then you have the KRK Rocket 8s. Awesome. Awesome. I don't have anything against Rocket 8s. I was introduced to it years ago. I just rather not. I have some Mackeys, which was my first ones. Mackie HR 828, 826, something like that. I can't remember. Yeah, that's decent. That's decent. All right, man. Jose, I love the questions, by the way. It's just I'm not trying to make the video really long. Um, anyway, okay, this is the last one for real. You might have given some really good info. You have given some really good info as usual. Thanks, man. See you in the next one. Sorry for all. No, I don't have a problem with the questions. I really don't. Um, and like I say, you guys can email me, comment on the video all day long. I'm totally fine by it. Really. I don't want you thinking that, the questions that you're asking me, do not apologize. I want questions. You know what I mean? Because I'm here to help. I'm here to help you guys, and that's my job. That's what I'm here for. At least that's how I feel. You know. All right. Cool. That's what's up. I'm glad I was able to help some people. I'm glad I've mentioned in the beginning of the video that this video might be pretty lengthy. So if you guys have made it this far on this video, this was a live video and I was answering questions live on air. Okay. So if you guys want to be a part of my, one of this asking questions like Jose, definitely stay tuned for the next. And I'm trying to figure out if I want to do one last one for the year or just go live on the first, because that's actually a Thursday and we do these every Thursdays at 12 p.m. Central Standard Time. All right. So until then, whenever I decide to go live again, I love y'all and I appreciate you guys. Once again, go get that replica. It's dope. All right. One last time. This is what we retrieve Yeah, sounds good. I don't know what I'm gonna do to that. That might make it up under voice, like when I'm doing voiceover stuff. Yeah. So until then, guys, see y'all next time. All right, I'm out.